name's Jade. I currently work as a beach lifeguard here in Brighton. I'm also a volunteer for No TRACE BRIGHTON, and in a couple of months I'm going to be moving to Cornwall to study a marine science masters in marine vertebrate ecology and conservation. So I've come down to the beach today just to do a little bit of filming with my GoPro, kind of under the pier and around the stanchions. There's loads of wildlife down there, and I think it's important to use the footage that I find and just share it on social media and show people what they can find under the sea, like really close to home. I think it's important for people to know what wildlife's off our coastline because it helps establish an emotional connection between them and the sea, and through that it inspires them to take their rubbish home when they go to the beach, or just use less plastic at home and things like that when they see actually we have got animals and creatures all around us and we do need to be a bit more responsible with what we're doing. The most rubbish that I find in the ocean when I'm just kind of really near the beach is single-use plastics. So I find a lot of plastic cutlery, wrappers, find a lot of takeaway food rubbish, so like bags, even like your grease-proof bags that you get your takeaway food in. They don't decompose as instantly as you think they would. So I find a lot of that, and I also find a lot of fishing line and ghost net from boats, fishing trawlers. So we've got ghost net out there that's covered in barnacles, and actually it's usually the fishing line in the net that can cause the biggest problems. The longer it's in the water, the more destruction it can cause. Things get caught in it, drag it down, they die. When the thing dies, the net floats back up, and then it's just ready to take another victim. So it's just an ongoing cycle of destruction. Recently, and definitely in the last couple of years, we've seen more and more sightings of dolphins. Just today, actually, this morning, we saw some dolphins out. It was very, very lucky. Woo! When people see dolphins in Brighton, they're always shocked that they're here. But I think really, of course they're here. The ocean is theirs. It's their playground. They can go where they want. But I think the more that we see them, hopefully the more people here are going to think, oh, I should really make sure I'm being responsible when I'm on the beach. I think that if people want to help protect the oceans just when they're visiting the beach, always try to pick up at least 3 pieces of litter, or do like 2-minute beach cleans. Just whenever you're walking up and down the beach, just pick up any rubbish that you can find. I also think that by doing that you're demonstrating that, you know, every little bit helps, and you might inspire someone else to pick up their own litter too. So it's not really about like having a go at people for leaving it, it's more like setting a good example that everyone should take it home themselves. So just be responsible of your own rubbish. I think we all equally have the same responsibility. I think if everyone did just like a little bit, it kind of filters up through the system. So if we can all do our little bit together, it can lead up towards people higher up who can make bigger changes. So whether that's like the fishing industry or the government, just to implement changes, and if we start doing things like petitioning, just to get policies changed for the better in order to help protect the ocean.